Hey there, soccer fans. Joao here. Before we get started, real quick, if you enjoy this podcast, leave us a review, whether it's Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you kids get your podcasts these days. That would be awesome. It's fast, it matters, it helps the show grow. Okay, that's it. Enjoy the show. We did it, Rob. I can't believe it. Episode 10. We're in the double digits. Yeah. We're in it to win it.
Oh, yeah.
That's what we're doing, right? 10 episodes.
In it for the long haul. 10. Yeah.
And look how consistent we've been. We've been coming in here every Tuesday, dropping episodes left and right every Tuesday.
This is what the people want.
Yeah.
People want.
We're here for you. We're here for you, whether you like it or not.
Hopefully you love it, though. Hopefully you don't like it. Hopefully you love it.
Yeah. Even if you don't like it, just listen, you know?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. My voice
It'll
gets
make your commute easier. It'll make washing the dishes easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? I used to say it was, right now I'm doing a beer sabbatical. Not just a dry January thing. I usually do... I'm weird, and I do like half the year. So I go November to I do the baseball season basically.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I know it's a footy podcast, and we're all footy fans. Baseball was my first love, but then I cheated on baseball a little bit, and I fell in love with soccer. Football, and so now that's my number one love. And actually, I don't even watch a lot of baseball at all. I watch postseason here. In LA. You have to have a Spectrum account. They made some big deal, and I'm like, I'm not getting Spectrum. And plus, I mean, I can't watch like 3.5 hours of baseball
nobody
every
got time
single
for that.
day. Nobody got time for that.
When we
As
were
a wise
younger,
woman
yes.
once said, yes.
But not now. I can't do it.
Yeah. I don't know where I was going. Where was I going? I was saying that. Oh yeah, so I do every November to April. I do dry.
Okay. That's
and I go from like 220 pounds to about 180. I kid you not. And then April to October. It just all
It's
sorts
back
of
the other way.
Yes, I'm like a human accordion, basically.
Hey, I don't remember the last time I had a drink. It's been a while, actually. And I've lost, I'm in Europe, so I'm measuring everything metrically. So I've lost I think I'm at 88 kilos, which is still too close to 200
Hell is a
pounds.
kilo? I don't know what a kilo is.
A kilo is 2.2
I'm from America,
pounds.
man. This is America. How fast do you drive? How many miles per hour do you drive?
Man, I can't tell you. I do know that because my car is in kilometers per hour too. So I know when my son was here visiting,
too much
I
math.
got it up to 130 on the Autobahn, which is over 200 kilometers an hour. Yeah.
God damn. Yep. Somebody do the math. There's too much math with you. You're like, let's meet in 0800 hours. I'm like,
because that's how the rest of the world does it. It's like the only people that use empirical are like us, Myanmar, and then like the Brits throw it in there every once in a while. That's it. Everybody else is doing metric.
I can't do math.
The way to go.
I can't do math.
The way to go.
I can't even do someone meet me at 6 o'clock. Okay, it's 3 o'clock now. But what I was going to say was that I used to make this joke that you talked about washing dishes. This is how squirrely my brain is. I went back to the point I was trying to make with the beer thing, and then I went on a total tangent. But you made a point. You made a joke about listen to us. We make dishes more fun. But I used to say like how wonderful drinking is. Like it even makes washing dishes fun. Like I can't even imagine washing the dishes without a couple of beers. You know what I mean? Like just sitting there without beers and doing dishes, terrible. But the podcast is better. Listen to us while doing dishes. Don't drink.
My wife, she hasn't said anything about it, but I'm sure she notices it every time I'm like cleaning the cat litter box or I'm emptying the dishwasher or washing dishes. I always put my headphones on, like always, because it just makes it so much easier to do.
Gotta.
Yeah.
Oh, you got it. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's the most boring thing in the world.
Yep.
Dishes. And that's the end of the podcast. Dishes. Thanks for listening. That's the name of this episode. Doing the dishes. This week, you don't know this. Maybe you do know this, but I'm in a competition with you. Okay, and
Oh,
and sometimes I'm so competitive that sometimes folks don't even know that I'm in a competition with them. But my competition with you is going to more games,
yep,
live
yep,
games in
yep.
2026, and by the end of 2026, we're gonna tally up who went to the more games. I
Well,
had an
I
opportunity.
can
Yeah,
see yours in the app.
yeah. I'm actually thinking about paying because like I used to be an LAFC member, right? So I had seats
Yep.
for like I think from like 2018 when they in their inaugural year to I don't know 20 what are we in 2026 now? So at
Yep.
2024. So
Hmm.
but I went to a lot more games in the beginning. But you have to like the app. What's the app called again?
Footballogy.
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 You have to pay to add anything that's like after 2022 or
Uh,
something. And I'm
yeah.
thinking, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna add in
Yeah, you should.
all
Why
my
not?
old ones. But the thing is,
Why not?
I was able to add my old ones through my wallet app. Where you can go to like
Yep.
expired wallet, and I was able to go through all my tickets. But it stopped around like 2024 or something like that. So I have to go through like
Mm,
my Facebook. It's a lot of work. I'm gonna have to go through.
it is.
And also,
It
and
is.
and I didn't post every single time I went to a game, so I gotta.
Yeah.
I'm gonna assume I went to
But
every 2018 game though.
so this is not a paid ad, people, but that Footballogy app is pretty good. And
It's cool.
it's like $8 a year or
Yeah,
something like that to use it. It's
that's
pretty
too
legit.
steep. That's too steep for me, bro. I sit there when I have to decide on a purchase. I sit there, even if it's $8. I'm like, yeah, do I need this? Do I need
Yeah,
this?
you do. You need that. That's a solid
Fine, I'm
app.
gonna add. I might do it just because there's only one guy ahead of me on there who went to more LAFC. Who's on the app. Obviously,
Okay,
who went to
yeah.
LAFC. So I'm wondering if I
Yeah.
put in my 2018, 2019, 2020s,
Oh, you might be on
2021s.
top.
I might,
You
yeah,
might be on
I
top.
might be a leader. I might be
Yeah, do it.
a lead leader in the
You
most
should definitely
games.
do it.
But anyway, the reason I bring it up is because I had an opportunity this Saturday to go see the U.S. women's national team play.
Mhm.
I think it was Paraguay
Yeah.
in Dignity Health Park, which used to be StubHub Arena, where the L.A.
Mhm.
Galaxy play. It's in Carson, California. We don't call that L.A. here. Now that LAFC is here, that's not the real L.A. It's part of L.A. County supposedly, but it's like
It's funny.
a million miles away. But anyway,
Yeah.
but I had to drop my son off at like 5 in the morning at
Ugh.
LAX, I think I got about 3.5 hours of sleep. Uh, so
Oh, that's rough.
I battled it all day. I'm like, I gotta beat Rob. I gotta get to this first game. I got that way I can talk about it on the pod, get some pictures in for the Soch.
Yeah, yeah.
But I was like, I gotta take a nap.
Can't do it. I mean,
It's
you
like,
could went to the game and taken a
I
nap.
know, but I just like you don't know this about me, but like I need close to 8 hours for me to be a functional, normal person. I have to. And
Yeah,
I could not
that's because you're Gen X. That's why we
because
all
I'm
need
old,
that.
baby. I'm old.
We all need that now.
Ugh, ugh. So
Yeah,
6-0, by the way, ended 6-0. Like it was
6-0.
six
Wow.
zero.
Yeah, that
Might
would
have
have been
been 6-1.
nice.
Look it up. But the U.S. women's national team, I could have sat through all those goals.
Oh man,
Snoozing.
you should have did it. You should have done it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was looking at some games for this coming weekend. My one son's going to like Belgium for some competition or whatever, and for basketball actually. Let me shout him out before he gets mad. But yes, and I think my other son, I think he probably has something too this weekend. So I was thinking about it, but we'll see. I don't because my wife she doesn't really like going to games like that, and I always say we need to go to at least one cold weather game a year, and
Yeah.
she's like, "Why? Why are why are we doing that?"
Yeah. I might be with her. I might be with her. But yeah, my wife does not. I can't. She has still. She's the only one of us who still has still not gone to a game. Even
Oh
my own
wow.
mom. We did the Italy one together. She's been to an Orange County Soccer Club
Yeah.
USL team game with me. She's been to at least. She went to one LAFC game with me. My wife still has not.
Oh man, you
So
gotta make her
that
go.
tells you something. All
You
right.
gotta make her go. You gotta
She's not a
entice
footy
her
fan.
somehow.
She did go, and this is like this is early relationship stuff. So
Mhm.
maybe she still loves me. But she did go. We went to go see Barcelona play, and at the time
Okay.
She was USA
Mhm.
at the LA Coliseum. And this was like
Oh wow.
2000, and she's pregnant with my son, so they would have been 2006 or something. Look it up, and and I got to see Ronaldinho. We went there as Ronaldinho was playing.
Oh man, I can.
So I saw him. We were in the boot like so. I don't know if you've ever been there, but it's a huge stadium. And it's one of those where it's like you feel like you're gonna fall. Yeah, you feel like you're gonna fall when you go past the seats and stuff. So we're like way in the boondies. And eventually they finally brought him on at the end of the second half, and he's like this tiny.
Yeah,
like, I didn't have binoculars anyway, but I'm like, hey, there he is. But he's like,
to be able to say that you saw Ronaldinho, like that's amazing.
Barcelona jersey,
especially in the U.S. Like that's pretty amazing.
I had to go. I don't even know how do you find those. It was back in 2006. It wasn't as easy. I don't think there was like StubHub and Ticketmaster. Maybe there's Ticketmaster. I don't know.
There was definitely Ticketmaster.
Yeah, there's definely Ticketmaster. Yeah.
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 But you probably drove there. You probably printed off the MapQuest directions to get there.
Yes. Yeah, that's right. MapQuest, baby. You printed it out and you're looking at the paper while you're driving. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But see, you can still put that game into Footballogy. You would be able to put that in there. All right. And it can't be hard to find because
damn it, I'll pay the $8.
Brazil has probably. You said was he playing for Brazil or was this?
This was Barcelona versus Chivas USA.
That should be super easy to find, and you put that in there, 100%.
All right, I'm gonna add it.
You got to do it. You got to do it.
I'll see if I can scrounge up the $8 for this. $8 a year, I think it is.
Check the couch cushions. I'm sure it's in there.
These days, man. That's what we're doing.
Right.
Oh my God, Champions League. It's been it was quite a week. You and I finished episode 9, and we just dove face first into Champions League, and there's quite a lot of interesting games.
Very interesting games. For some of the teams.
Yeah, I mean, it's for some of the teams. Let's just, since I'm wearing my hat here. I got my Liverpool. You can't see it because you're listening to the pod, but I'm wearing my Liverpool red hat here, which is you can't see, but it's really dusty because I don't actually wear it. I wear it for the pod. It sits on top of my I have my entertainment center downstairs. It's all Liverpool stuff, and it's one of the 2 hats that sit there and gets dusty. But then I throw it on for the pod because you and I are doing Zoom. And in the mornings with my work from home look, I'm what the kids would say, chopped. So I got to throw my hat on so I don't look too chopped.
Yeah, but see, you guys listen. You can't see it. He's got a Liverpool background in the back. Is that from winning the
happy?
league?
This is winning the league. This is happier days.
That's pretty legit.
And the sad thing is there's a Diego Jota alive, well, and happy in this. This pile up here, but this is a happier days right here. So
absolutely,
we'll but it was a happy day. That was a Freudian. I was gonna say that's a Freudian slip there with the beer. Can I do it? Can I go all the way to April?
Yeah, you got like 90 days left. You can do
I do it every year. It's funny because you get like it becomes like your new life, and you just don't see your friends as much. Because all my friends are drinking friends, and we just send. And it's funny because they do like dry times too, and we're like it's like like when women hang out, sometimes their period matches up.
Oh yeah, that does happen. I've seen that happen. Doing sports, like in high school, I've seen that happen.
Yeah.
It does happen.
But it's the opposite for me, where like we always go like dry on separate times. So a lot of times, so we go like long spells without even like being able to drink together. Yeah. But what we do is we send beautiful beer pics, from whatever bar we're at, and just to annoy. So I often get these like amazing looking, tall, juicy IPAs from like some nice looking bar that I could also be
at not drinking.
While I'm not drinking. So we do this to each other. Rough. Yeah, it's very nice. Liverpool Marseille, 3-0. I'm loving this game. I'm enjoying this game, and I want to pretend that was the last Liverpool game of the last week. But it was beautiful. It was,
yes. It's Champions League. I mean, it's Champions League.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let's focus on that for now. Yeah. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
I was happy. We're beating a third table French league team. It felt good.
Marseille's a solid team.
Game starts out with a offside Ikatike goal. I had a feeling this is 23 minutes in. Was feeling like, all right, Ikatike, he's getting the ball in there again. Civilizai and the dude. Like this is it was another one of those moments where he had like how does he do it? Like is he the free kick taker now? He has to be.
Listen, amazing goal, right? And we mentioned, I don't know if it was last episode or the episode before,
Yeah.
like every goal that he scored
Amazing.
this season so far. I can't think of one that was just kind of like, oh yeah, okay, he
Yeah,
scored.
yeah.
They've all been like, oh my God,
Yeah,
kind of goal.
that was an oh my god kind of moment
Yep.
where it's like it'd be great to squeak in a goal at the end of the at the end of the first half, go into the locker rooms ahead of the game. Free kick from Civilizai. He's so smart. Like it was like one of those. I think it was just the one with I watched so much footy that I start like melding
Yes.
everything together. But I think it's the one where it was Salah and Silvazai, and Salah he touches the ball and kind of does a little back pass to behind him, and then Silvazai then kicks the ball and it goes into the right corner. But it's like a
I gotta
soft.
look at it.
Yeah, I don't remember if that might have been the Bournemouth game.
Yeah. And that's what happens when you're watching so much.
Look it up, guys.
Believe
Look
me,
it
I
up.
know. Believe me.
But
But yeah,
at this point, it's 1-0 into halftime here. Uh, then we pop in to the what is it like 76 minute
72nd.
72nd minute own goal. Unfortunately, sometimes I wonder, what's an own goal and what's not an own goal. Like there's the own goals where you're defending, you're sliding, and
Yep.
the ball kicks right in, like that's an own goal. Or if you're doing a back pass and it passes the goalie, that's an own goal. But when it's like, I feel like if it's on target, and you let me know how you feel about this, but if it's on target
Yeah.
and
And it bounces off.
it bounces off a guy, like, but
Yeah.
it looks like it's gonna go anyway. Like, is that an own goal? Is that?
Yeah. I don't. So we had something similar. We'll talk about that later too in the Stuttgart game. But so I didn't see this goal, but the goalkeeper got credited with the own goal. So I think if it just bounces off of him and he's not like directing it, that shouldn't be an own goal.
Yeah,
Like that. So who took that shot for the goal that went off of the goalkeeper, I guess. Because they should probably get credited with, or they should at least get the assist.
at least get the
You know what I
assist.
mean?
That's actually not a bad rule. Like they get an
Right?
assist.
You get an
Yeah.
assist for an own goal. I mean,
It would
you're
be
getting, the
it
team
would
is,
be an assist if it was like onside and like Salah hits it and it bounces off of I don't know Ikatike and it goes in and it's onside.
yep,
That's a goal. Like
absolutely.
I think he would get the assist, wouldn't
Yeah, yeah,
he? Yeah, yeah.
absolutely. Yeah, it's really weird. I mean, and I think
Write a
sometimes
letter.
it's subjective too. Like there's stuff like that in other sports where it's like, was that really an error? Like baseball, was that an error? Was it an error?
Yeah,
Like this.
yeah.
Was it really an own goal?
Yeah. It's a tough
But
tough call on that one.
yeah.
Game ends with a Gakpo goal in the 90 plus extra time. That's a shout out to your other podcast.
I'm gonna talk
Um,
about Dusty. Yeah.
just sitting there dusty on there. But what a game! It's like contrast, and we'll get into the league games later. But contrast
Yeah.
to what we saw over the weekend. It was nice. It's always nice because to see them. And again, this is obviously I'm speaking from a supporter over here to. For them to get wins and see the players smiling and actually playing well, and but I don't really get it, and we can talk more about it later. How they can go into a Champions League game, beat a third table team, and then
Yeah.
get smashed by well, not smashed, but struggle with a 10th table team later in the
But
league.
I think that just shows the strength of the Premier League. Don't get me wrong, Marseille is a good team, but I also think that it's a different style of play. Like teams in the Premier League are going to know how to play Liverpool. They just might not be successful against Liverpool. But this Marseille team, they have no idea. They can watch film, but it's not the same. The speed might be a little different. I even noticed on here that Slot didn't use his last sub, which is weird. He only subbed on two guys. One of them scored. Why not use that last sub, especially if you're up by so much? And yeah, I don't know. To me, that's just kind of weird. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Um, save up some guys for the week or whatever. I don't know. He could have subbed off for anybody.
Yeah,
He could have
yeah,
subbed off Solasly or
yeah,
Verts,
yeah,
save him for the weekend. But I don't know.
yeah.
I don't think that it's as bad as you think it is. I think beating a top side like that from France, but playing in the Premier League, I think playing in the Premier League, it really is harder. You know what I mean? So that's just my take.
Yeah.
Eh,
All right. I'll take it. I'll take your take. I'll take your
yeah.
take, and I'll see you with a 3-1 loss for Manchester City with against who the hell was it against? Bodo.
Bodo Glimp. Yeah.
Bodo Glimt. This game so ends 3-0, and I've read this somewhere and fact check me, but I think it's true that the small amount of Manchester City supporters who flew out to go watch
Yeah.
that game
Oh yeah. No, you're
got
right.
got a
They got a
reimbursement
refund.
or
Yep,
got a
from the team.
refund from the team
Yep.
after watching that 3-0 loss because it was just it wasn't City. You know what
Nope.
happened there? What happened there, Rob? What
So
happened there? I was happy
I
by the way,
think
but what happened there? I was surprised.
so what's crazy is that this team, because they play essentially like a schedule similar to the MLS because it's so cold up there, that they hadn't played a game in a while. I think it had been 3 weeks or something like that since they had played a game, something like that. They hadn't played since the last Champions League match. Now, Bodo Glimt, I don't know too much about this team. I guess Bodo is the actual city that it's from, but they're combined with Glimt. I don't really know. They got a kind of a unique name. But I think it was traveling up to the Arctic Circle because that's basically where they're playing at. The team had essentially a month off, close to it. Man City didn't, and they were playing on an artificial surface. Now I'm not trying to make excuses for Man City. They got beat, period. But there was a couple of moments in this game where you could see the players like trying to react to the ball, thinking that like they were playing on, natural surface, and the ball just acts different. It's cold. The ball just bounces there. It's not going to go where you want. Your passes are going to be kind of wayward, I guess. Rodri specifically, like his passing just looked rough. And I think, coming off an injury or whatever, maybe that's, a mental thing or whatever. And then on top of that, you add the artificial pitch. They didn't look good in this at all. I mean, it was actually pretty terrible.
Yeah, Rodri must
Rodri
have been
got the,
pretty. You got yeah. I was gonna say you got. He must have been frustrated because I think
yeah,
within a minute he got or yeah within a minute he got two yellow
yep.
cards, which was adds up to a red card, and he was out of the
And
game in the 62nd minute.
so, like, I think it was last season or the season before. No, it was the season they won the Champions League. He had won, or City had won, I think, like every game, or was unbeaten in every game that he had played in, or something
Yeah,
crazy like that.
yeah,
Now, when he plays, they're only winning like 48% of their games or something like that. And
yeah.
they're winning 80% of their games when he's not playing. So I don't know. Who knows? Maybe the
Hmm.
mystique and the fear associated with Rodgers just isn't there
Yeah,
anymore. Maybe he's not
maybe
the same player. But this did not look like a Manchester City team that
not at
that
all.
we're accompanied to seeing. I mean, if it wasn't for that Shirky goal, this would have just been terrible. And I think once he scored that, they were like, "Oh, we're back in it." But no, it was already too late. I don't even know how to pronounce the gentleman's name from Bodo Glimt
It's like
that
hog,
that scored this. I think it is. So I was studying,
HOGH
but
hog
it's the O with
maybe.
the slash through it. So
Oh
I was
yeah.
studying Norwegian
See
for a couple of
my
months.
app doesn't have the you can't see it was my background. Oh man, but my app doesn't
Uh,
have the slash. It's just
yeah, see mine.
HOGH. But yeah.
Yeah, and it's funny because his name is
You got that
H.
German app that actually has like the slashes in names.
Yeah, so
America, we don't put
looks like
slashes in our O's. Sorry, go ahead, Rob.
yeah, it does look weird, but his name looks like Hogue, and the guy that scored the other goal, his name looks like it's Haig. They look like they sound similar,
Yeah, you're right.
but
Hogue. Yeah, yeah,
yeah, but they put this game to bed. I don't think they came out
beautiful.
and played any harder because they were playing against Manchester City. I think that Manchester City just came out and got punched them out. I mean, sometimes you play against a team on the road, you're playing in the Arctic Circle. Maybe they saw the Northern Lights and just didn't know what to do. I mean, it was cold. They got punched in the mouth. There was only
Yeah,
8,000 people in the stands,
yeah.
and that's it. So there's really not much else to say. This actually knocked them out of the top eight, which you get a first round bye in the knockout stages. This knocked them out of that by losing that. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, I'm
Is that
sure you
bad?
do.
Am I allowed to say that? I'm supposed to be sort of neutral
You're
when
supposed to be impartial,
impartial, exactly.
but
But I can't hold it back. I can't hold it back. I'm so sorry. Uh,
they got a
and
punch in the mouth.
I noticed you didn't include Real Madrid. You racist for winning 6-1 over Monaco. What day was that?
No,
Was
I
that?
put it in there. It's on the bottom there.
No,
I did put it in there.
I put that in there. I
Oh,
saw
you
this
put that
morning.
in there.
Yeah, I was going through
I put that in
highlights
there.
and I'm like, that racist son of a bitch. He put
I
he
mean,
put
it's
he
six
put
one.
everybody in there except the Spaniards.
Monaco is not Marseille. They're French, but Monaco is not
Yeah,
Marseille.
that's
So
true.
they were no challenge for Real Madrid.
Yeah,
That's why I didn't
no,
put that in.
not at all. If there's a really fun, I was gonna send it to you. There's a really fun highlights reel. It's like I think about like 2 minutes, and it's
Mhm.
just like just the goal, just the goals, and it's it was basically and it was one own goal by Monaco, but it was basically just target practice. Like everybody and their mom in Real Madrid, got squeaked a goal in there. I wonder how
Just extraordinary.
when you leave, and we'll talk about Manchester United in the second half of this pod. But I wonder how it feels as a manager when you leave a club, and then whether it's by force, whether you wanted to or not, it wasn't your idea. And then like obviously you're gonna be kind of tuning it in a little bit, like to see.
Yeah, of
There might be
course.
some Schadenfreude, whatever it's called.
Schadenfreude, yeah.
Hoping that they lose. But I wonder how it feels to like watch a game. You're gone, and then your team that you're used to coach, last week is scoring,
Yeah.
6-1. I wonder how that feels.
I think
I
you
don't know.
can't. I think you have to just go cold turkey because like it's like breaking up with somebody. You shouldn't care. Don't stalk their social media. Just leave it alone. Look for your next boo thing and and leave the
You
old
think
team
Alonso's
alone.
stalking? He's like on their on their Instagram.
I would hope not. If anything,
It's
he might be
hilarious.
following the Liverpool. He might follow Liverpool's Instagram pretty closely.
Yes. Oh God. The drama around there. I'm on the fence. I mean, Alonso's getting a little more exciting here. But if you're a Real Madrid fan, Mbappe in the 5th minute, Mbappe in the 26th minute, Mascherano in the 51st minute, Carrier was own goal. That's the own
Own
goal I was
goals.
telling you about from Monaco. Vinny Jr., my Brazilian brother, in the 63rd minute. Tezzi for Monaco gets
Mm.
squeaks in a goal there for a 5-1 at that point. But then even Bellingham scores in the 80th minute for again target practice. A lot of fun, a lot of
Yeah.
smiles on the faces of the Real Madrid fans.
Yeah, they were killing them. And
Yeah.
Real is sitting in third place right now.
Mm.
Yeah, in the
Mm.
Champions League. That's a nice spot to be sitting. I think they play
Yeah.
Benfica, which see Jose Mourinho against his old club. I'm sure Jose is not stalking Real Madrid's
I
Instagram,
think
but
there's somewhere in there he did have like some sort of comment, but I think it was towards Manchester United.
mm,
It was something, but it was like a snarky comment, like
I wouldn't expect anything
them
less
yeah.
from Jose. I
You're
wouldn't
right.
expect
You're right.
anything
That's
less.
something to do with like them hiring an unqualified coach without experience. So maybe he felt
Mm.
slighted that they didn't think to bring him in again. I don't know. Who
But
knows?
didn't he leave under like it wasn't like a bad thing that happened. He lost some game or they were about to go. Or maybe I'm thinking about Tottenham. Actually, I think every time that Jose is leaving a club, it doesn't end well. He's not leaving on top.
Never. Yeah,
Never.
yeah. Well, he used to be again. He was like the special one, right? Where he would go,
Yep.
three seasons winning the league, and then it would fizzle out by the fourth season. But
Yep.
I don't know. He might have fell off, as the kids say. Like it was he's all I hear. And I try to follow him because I absolutely love the drama. He's a true villain and just
Yep.
so much fun to watch him. But I did every time I hear about him, he's getting fired from whatever the new.
Yeah.
He got fired in Turkey. He got fired in right.
He was fired in England
England,
multiple
Italy.
times.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Tottenham job was weird because like I don't look at Tottenham like I almost feel like you need like sort of like a villain type team to bring in,
Yeah.
a villain like
Yeah, that's
like
true.
Mourinho. So like Tottenham, I
That
don't
is
Tottenham just
true.
seems to too a little I don't know too squeaky clean. I don't know too cute for
Yeah.
for
I
a
think they were just
for a,
trying to win. I don't think
yeah.
because they don't fit that
Yeah,
villain.
that's
He
what I
should go to
mean.
Union Berlin.
Manchester United, yes. Real
Yeah,
Madrid, yes. But like,
that is
Tottenham,
true.
I
Yeah.
don't see it.
I just hope he doesn't come to the Bundesliga ever.
Ugh.
That's hope he stays away.
Oh yeah, exactly. Uh, and before we run out of time in the first half here, Arsenal versus International Milan. I heard my throat
Arsenal.
saying that. I shouldn't try to speak Italian in the 3-1 Arsenal. Arsenal's also looking good in the Champions League. I think they're
They're
also
undefeated.
contenders.
They
Yeah,
have not lost. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Ugh. Gabriel Jesus is back. He seems to always do really well when it's not the league
Yeah.
games.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
they started off 10 minutes in. Gabriel Jesus with the goal. He's one of those players who you kind of like, you know, you were excited about him, and then he kind of fizzled out a little bit. And then when he comes back, you're like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, he scores a goal, and you're like, oh yeah,
That's
he's
right.
still over there.
There.
Yeah. Sukic from Milan scores in the 18th minute. Another Gabriel Jesus in the 31st. That finishes out the first half. And then how the hell do you pronounce this guy's name? He does the Bane mask when he scores.
Yeah. So some people say I say Goikarez, but I've heard people say
Yeah,
Yoikarez, like the
it
G's
could
not
be
even
Yokers.
there.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah.
But that if you're an Arsenal fan, you're loving how they're playing in the Champions League, and maybe you're loving how they're playing in the league. Maybe not. I don't
They
know.
are playing very well in
Yeah.
the league as well. So
That's a good
yeah,
segue. Why don't we take our break and then
we should.
pop over to league games that occurred over the weekend. We're back.
Welcome back.
Yes,
All
Europa.
right.
We had some Europa situations this past week. You wanna talk about your beloved Stuttgart and how they did?
Yeah, it was definitely a situation. It was definitely a situation. Now, I don't know. You might have to play it back, but I'm pretty sure last week I said that we were going to lose this game. And even though I believed going in that we were going to lose this game, of course, I sat in front of my TV with the hopes of beating Roma. This is a former team that Jose Mourinho used to manage as well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember.
Yeah, playing in Rome. They're not doing too bad. I'm pretty sure they're above us on the table, or they were. Actually, no, we were at the same level on points prior to this game. Um, yeah, I don't even know where to start with this. We just did not play well. Dennis Undav, he's our top scorer in the
Yeah.
league and in all competitions. That's, Pokal, or the German Cup, Europa League and the league. He just missed some wide open shots. Like I'm pretty sure my cats could have made some of these shots. There was one where the goalkeeper, he was like on the ground, I think, or diving, and then he just completely skied it above the goalkeeper. It is what it is. Like I said, I didn't have high expectations of us winning this. Um, so in the 40th minute, hold on, let me back up. We got this guy that we bought, Andreas Kima, Kima Andreas from Real Madrid. This kid is really, really good. He's like 20 years old. He's a phenomenal player, but he's a midfielder. I don't know what happened. I don't know if he was daydreaming. This pass sort of went past him, and it was like he forgot where he was. That's how the first goal was scored. The ball just went past him, and when he realized what was happening, he was like, "Oh, I got to track back and defend." It was it was too late.
Ugh.
It was too late. By the time he realized what was happening, Nicolo Pasili had the ball,
Yep.
did a little move on Nubel, put it in the back of the net, and at that point, I was like,
Ouch.
"Should I get a Bacardi and Coke?"
It's only
That was,
Thursday.
oh man,
Yeah,
and I didn't
yeah.
and I didn't work on Friday, so I was
Oh, you should have. That was your moment right there. That was in the 40th minute. That's right at the end
that
of the
was in the
first half.
40th
You could
minute.
have ran to the store, came right back.
Yeah,
Made it back
halftime
in
would have had
time.
plenty of
Yeah.
time, right? So for the next 50 minutes, I'm hoping. We had a couple of opportunities to score. Nothing was going our way. I'm not going to blame it on the refs. I'm just going to blame it on the team. We just did not. we couldn't deal with whatever it was that Roma was doing. It seemed like we couldn't connect with passing, and then when we would get in front of goal, nothing would happen. We'd give up possession, and then it just. So I was like, you know what? I am going to go brush my teeth,
Take a sad nap.
and yeah, and I'm gonna go to bed. My
Yeah.
wife still had to get up to go to work,
Yeah.
and then of course, because of technology, I'm laying in the bed, I'm texting my son, and I get. And I'm like, oh, Stuttgart scored. No,
Ooh.
no, they did not. It was Pasilla again in the 90 plus three,
Yes.
jamming the dagger into my heart.
Ugh.
Um, this it doesn't really hurt us, because of results everywhere else.
I was
We've
gonna
already,
ask where does that put Stuttgart on the table for Europa?
yeah, so we were in 13th. I think we were in seventh at that point. We're in 13th, so we've automatically qualified for the next round. We just won't be in the top eight, so we won't get that first round bye. Um, but we're looking pretty good. Last year we were in the Europa League and oh no, sorry, we were in Champions League and we didn't even make it out of the group stage. This year we will. We'll see how far we go. That's extra money. So we got 4 wins, no draws, and 3 losses. But I can't complain. I really cannot complain. They didn't play well, but there's a lot of factors. We changed up our lineup pretty significantly. Um, so yeah, I'm pretty proud of the team. I wish I could be talking about some Stuttgart goals, but we just didn't play
It's just one
well.
of those
So.
games where you had some chances, but yeah, like you said, it fizzled out, and when it mattered most, and they just couldn't. I don't know if that's like a mentality thing. It's
Yeah.
not like Roma's so much better. They're I think the third in the table in Italy and Serie A, as the kids say, and I think you guys are sitting in the fourth or third. I
We're
can't
sitting in fourth right now.
fourth,
Yeah.
yeah. So
Yep.
I mean, it's pretty even team.
Yep.
I mean, I don't know.
Yep.
I mean, do you look at Serie A and Bundesliga? Where do you see them in the toughness scale? It's a different type of game entirely, right?
It is. I
Yeah,
would I would like to say that the Bundesliga is tougher, but I think Serie A has a little more parity. You can kind of never really tell who's going to win the league there. But earlier this season, in the preseason, we played against Bologna, who had won the Italian Cup last year. They beat us 1-0, but that game was so close, like you couldn't really tell, what was happening. Am I serious talking? You couldn't really tell like what the difference between the two teams. And I think that it was similar with this game. It's just that we missed a bunch of opportunities that we could have had, and Rome, they capitalized on them. So, yeah, shout out to them, and
uh,
hopefully we don't get to see them again in the knockouts. Hopefully,
well, every
yeah.
time I tune into a Serie A game, it's 0-0 every time. So
There's a lot of defense. Yeah, they don't have as many flair players as we do. Well,
yeah,
in the Bundesliga, and definitely not in Premier League. I mean, I was listening to something, and they were saying that in one Serie A weekend, there was only like 9 goals scored, which was insane. And then you switch over to the Premier League. Yeah, I think they got 2 more teams in the Premier
yeah.
League, but they had scored like 30 or something like that. It was something crazy.
English
Yeah,
Premier's got. I feel like it's gotten a lot tougher. I mean, I think there's been a
yeah.
lot more 0-0 or low scoring games. I would say this
Oh, yeah.
season. I feel it. I don't. Somebody can look up the stats at some point, but and I think I've read it or heard it somewhere. But I feel like this season particularly a lot less goals, and I think
Yeah.
it's getting way more competitive. It's always been a very competitive league, but
Oh,
I
always.
feel like
Yeah.
it's getting even more
And
competitive.
so that's the thing with like, even the French league now, PSG is still pretty good, but the German league, it's like there's really only 2 teams. It's either Bayern or it's Dortmund that's going to win it. You can't go into an Italian season and say, "Oh
Yeah,
yeah, Roma's going to win it," because it just doesn't happen like that. Like Napoli has won a couple. You definitely can't do that in the Premier League. I mean, you can probably pick from like 5 teams who's going to win it, but you have no idea who it is. You have no idea who's going to have a solid season, who's going to have a really good season, and then who not only is going to be good in the league, but in FA Cup, Carabao Cup, and the Champions League. So I do wish that the Bundesliga had that. Right now we don't, and I think that's because of the 50 plus one rule, which we could talk about that for days. But I think that's one of the things that's holding back the Bundesliga from being a league like Serie A or even La Liga, sort of. I mean, they got like 3 teams. We really only have two. So
yeah. I tuned
yeah.
into it was like nothing on. I think it was like was it Sunday or Monday? I can't remember. And I tuned into a Bundesliga 2 game,
Oh,
and it was incredibly competitive. It was kind
oh
of
yeah.
insane, and I'm kind of digging in a little bit. And apparently, it's very similar to Bundesliga. Like I think like a Bundesliga 2 is equivalent to like maybe like low bottom table English Premier. I mean, it's supposed to
Oh
be
yeah,
like
absolutely.
very
Yep.
incredibly competitive,
It
and
is.
it looked good. I mean, it didn't look like I was watching a tier down. So
Yeah.
I can't even tell you what teams I was watching. It was just kind of like on. I'm like, finally some footy. I gotta have some footy on there. It doesn't matter what it is. And I
Yeah,
put that
they
out there. I'm like,
say
they're looking
a
good.
lot of people say that the second Bundesliga is like the most competitive league in Europe.
Yeah.
And I mean, yes, it is. It's always really close. You can't really tell who's going to win it. Even like now, we're almost in February, and I couldn't
Yeah.
tell you. It looks like Schalke is going to win the league and come back up, even though they've been down for I don't know how many seasons. But it's a really, really super competitive league, and I wish the Bundesliga was more like that, but it's just not at the moment.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I'm with
yeah.
you. You know who's going to win the English Premier League this year? Do you know who's going to win the 2025-2026 season? Do you know what my
You
guess
better not
is?
say Manchester United.
Manchester United, baby.
No.
Manchester
I'm
United.
still even though I'm a City fan, I'm still sticking with my pick of Liverpool right
Ugh,
now.
I don't
We're
see
in
it.
January.
I
I'm
don't see
still
it.
sticking with it.
I don't see it. I don't see it.
They're sitting in fourth place. Arsenal just lost to Man U.
I know, but whenever we have an opportunity to kind of creep up the table, like Arsenal drop points, Man City drop points, we also
Yeah.
drop points. We don't
Yeah.
capitalize, and
Yeah.
let's why don't we hop in it? Was we're talking to them. It's getting
Yeah, let's do
fiery.
it.
It's getting
Yeah.
fiery over here. Bournemouth 3, Liverpool 2. One, by the way, from a neutral standpoint, what a game. I try to sit back a little bit and go, you're just watching good footy,
Yeah. Yeah.
and so I was, I don't, maybe I'm not always very successful at that. I was still, I wasn't incredibly happy with the results, obviously, but what a game, what a game, what a game. Oh my God, what happened to my, I had all my notes here, but, I was not expecting a 3-2. Bournemouth, I know, were up 2-0.
Okay.
They were up 2-0.
Yep.
And I think I'd send you a text. I toast on the first one, and then
Yeah.
they scored again. And more toast. I don't remember what I
Yeah.
said, but like
You said toast, toast.
toast.
And I was automatically thinking, I was like, wait, is he watching Mission Impossible?
God. But they and then so that was the first half. This you know what? It was this game that Sivozai
So
and the
sorry.
Mo Salah free kick. That's right, because
Mm,
it ended in the first half. We squeaked in a goal to get it to 2-1. That
yep.
was the beautiful free kick I was talking earlier in the podcast, where Mo Salah helped. They did a little fancy little trickaroo where again, it
Hmm.
looked like Mo Salah was going to take it, but then he flicked it back, and it kind of pushed the ball to the right a little bit, and then Silvazai was able to squeak it around the wall there. But
Oh, so that was the second goal.
that was that the second goal?
Yeah, because Van Dijk scored in the 45th minute.
I
Yeah, Van
quit.
Dijk
I would like to submit my resignation from the Soccerholics podcast.
denied.
Ah, you're right. That's right. We got the header from
Yep.
Van Dyke, right? He didn't do this. I didn't see the little chin squeak thing. When he scores, he gets all excited and he does the little na 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 na
Yeah,
na
he was
boo boo
probably
thing. Yeah,
probably mad because they were down. Like
yeah.
I'm sure he's probably go grab the ball. Let's go.
That's true. He might have done it if he equalized at that time, right?
Yeah.
God damn. I'm trying to find I keep going to the wrong. Hold on a second. This was a Saturday game, right? There we go. See,
Yep.
if I had my notes up, I would have remembered that. You're right. The 45th minute, Van Dyke scores a header, and then Sivozai in the 80th minute. This is right. It was an exciting 80th minute goal. Was the equalized there,
Yeah.
and at this point you think, okay, Liverpool is probably going to get another goal. we're gonna
Yeah.
take all 3 points. But no, it was the other way around. What is it?
I,
Ad
Adlai.
Adley in the 90 plus 5 scores a really nice goal.
Yeah, but
Squeaks it
you hate to
in,
see it.
but it was miserable. It was miserable and unexpected. It was like the last, like I think it was like 30 seconds left in the game or something,
Oh man, those are the worst.
insane.
Yeah, those are the
You
worst.
think they're going to share the points, which is not wonderful, but at least it's a point.
Yeah.
No, they
What's the
squeak it
point?
in, they take it, and it's Bournemouth at home. This is the part. This is the
Yeah.
part where I'm like, sit back. You're a neutral, or if you're a Bournemouth fan, I mean, can you imagine being in that stadium and beating
Oh yeah.
Liverpool in that fashion at
Liverpool.
home?
You beat the
Beautiful.
defending champs. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's disappointing. But did Allison have that bad of a game? Because my app is showing that he was the lowest rated of all the players. Did he really play that bad?
I don't recall him playing so horribly. I mean, maybe 3 goals getting squeaked in past them could make it a little tough on a person. I'm trying to find in my brain a moment where he, screwed up, or was shaky at any particular time. I can't recall one.
Yeah.
I do have moments in my mind where Allison has done that, but I still think he's one of the best goalies of
Oh
in all the land. I'm waiting for him
yeah,
to have
definitely.
a what do the kids call it, a ballon de jour. My son gets really mad at me when I call it the Ballon d'Or, the Ballon de Jour. He's like, it's Ballon d'Or. I expect that to happen at some point, but yeah. I mean,
I
I
think
don't recall. I don't recall.
yeah, I think it's tough for a keeper to I don't know. Maybe but I think keep has a keeper ever won the Ballon d'Or? I gotta look that up. I don't know. Write us in. Let us know because I'm not
Uh,
sure. I don't know.
I thought that the oh yeah, maybe I'm thinking of like the goalkeeper, best goalkeeper or whatever of the season. In the Ballon d'Or ceremony, they have like a keeper
Mm.
a keeper one. Was that the
Oh,
Argentine guy from Aston Villa? He won
oh yeah.
just recently.
Emilio
Yeah,
Martinez.
and then he
Yeah, yeah.
immediately humped the trophy
Of
in front
course.
of all
I
the bow ties. Yeah,
I think that's in his contract, but
he's got
he's got it written
That's
in
like burned
there.
in my brain. It was like a perfect World Cup, despite all the slavery in making all the stadiums. But
Yeah.
but it was like a perfect World Cup, and it ended with him humping the his trophy. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The picture that they captured with his face was
yeah.
great.
And it's like the prince next to him, like,
Yeah, he's like, what is he doing? He knows that's not a woman, right?
ah, God, what's going on
Uh,
with that guy? But yeah, that was a disappointing. So this is what I'm talking about. Like we could be capitalizing. We could,
yeah.
Arsenal draw points. Manchester United, who's going to win the league, beat. Um,
Oh, did I put that score on
I think
wrong?
I'm looking at it.
That's definitely a Freudian slip on my part.
I
I was
know.
like, that can't
If
happen like
you're
that.
not looking at what we're looking at here, but I'm looking at Rob's notes here. It's Arsenal winning 3-2, and it
Which
stumped me. It
definitely
stumped me
did
for a
not
second.
happen.
I was thinking, I was like, my brain, like, do I have early onset, like
That
Alzheimer's,
definitely
or
did not happen. There
okay?
we go.
Just
Go
want to
ahead
make
and
sure.
fix that.
Just want to make sure that was right. But yeah, Manchester United win 3-2 over Arsenal. Martinez own goal. That's how the game starts. So it's 1-0 in the 29th minute. Buemo is how I pronounce that.
Great name. Great name. Really is.
Squeaks in a beautiful goal. Dorgu, who, by the way, I mean, it's like, what's going on with, like, now, the more and more I watch Manchester United, I think about Amarin, and
Mm.
what the hell
Or
was he
what he
doing?
wasn't
Was he
doing.
just trying to
Yeah.
get? Do you think he was trying to get fired so he can
It's
like
possible.
walk away with like whatever they give him? Like if they fire
Yeah.
him before his contract, that he gets like $10 million or wadaeur, which sounds nice. If
Maybe he didn't
anybody's
like
looking for a
living in
coach,
England.
Rob and Joao are here. Post in
Yeah.
anytime. But I mean,
100%.
like, like what's happening here? What's
I,
happening here?
I think he had the players. I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe there's always the new coach bump, which we've talked about.
But this is different though because this is like what the hell's his name again? My
Michael Carrick.
brain. Oh, Michael Carrick. Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
he's Manchester United royalty. I mean he knows the ins and outs and the internal game. He knows the players. He knows the youth. Right? Wasn't he coaching the
Yeah.
18 plus or whatever?
Yep.
So I mean he knows who should be playing. So it could be a bump. It could also be a sort of like maybe this guy knows a thing or two who
He
should be
knows a
out in
little
the
something.
pitch. Marino did score for Arsenal in the 84th minute. And at that point, it was 2-1, and you think perhaps Arsenal will come back at this point. I'm sorry, it was 2-2 at this point. But Cunha, blame it on a Brazilian. It's always the Brazilians. It's always the Brazilians. Scoring as he does, like he did for Wolves, and here he is for
Yep.
Manchester United. Started out maybe a little slow. Amarin didn't always start him, or ever. I can't think again. I tune into Manu games. Remember, I'm a Manu sympathizer, so
Oh, that's terrible.
I don't miss a game. I don't feel like he played him all that much, and here we are, and he's being played, and he's scoring goals.
Yeah.
Manu's looking good. I
Yeah. I
think I
mean,
think that guy's gonna cut his hair, Rob. I think
I
that
don't
dude's
think
gonna.
so.
I think they've won two games. I think that they're. I want to say that they're undefeated. I want to say the past 5 games, maybe. I think they had some ties in there. I could be completely making this up, but I
No. So in their last five in the league, they
you're
drew
me
they drew with
no.
Leeds. They drew with Leeds. They drew with Burnley. They
Yeah.
lost to Brighton, and
Ah.
then they beat City and now Arsenal. And now they got Fulham coming up next on, I think that's on Sunday, which
Okay.
they'll probably lose.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna be watching. I'm curious.
Yeah,
You know,
Fulham right now is sitting in seventh. I mean, they're not playing
Yeah,
terrible.
Fulham's
So
not a bad team at all. And I think the five that I was thinking about was Liverpool. They have, I think they haven't won a game in the last five games. I think.
is that true?
Yeah, I think it's all. I think it's been all.
Oh, so in the league,
Yeah,
yeah.
in the league, yeah, it's been all ties and or losses.
Yeah, that is rough.
That's the
God,
five. That's the five that's burned in my brain, tattooed in my brain.
yeah,
Uh,
that's oh man, yeah, that's pretty rough. But they did beat Barnsley 4-1 in the FA Cup. So
great.
yeah. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. There's 15 games left in the Premier League for the season, which is crazy when you think about it. And Liverpool's sitting in sixth right now. You know, had they won that, they'd be sitting in third right now, actually, above Man U. But yeah, I mean, stuff happens. I'm still gonna hold on. I mean, they're 14 points behind Arsenal right now, but I said that they were gonna win the league at the beginning of this podcast, and I'm gonna stick with it.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
yep,
Ugh. And then
we'll,
your boys, City over Wolves 2-0.
yep,
So they came back with a pretty nasty loss in the Champions League
yep.
to get a W in the in English Premier. I
I
mean, I,
don't.
I didn't anticipate Wolves winning. I always kind of hope when I look at the app, Wolves are up six to zero.
So I'm not gonna lie. I typically don't bet against my teams, but because Wolves, they got that one win or whatever, I was like, you know what, Man City, I don't know, they're kind of
They're
they're kind of
shaky.
shaky right now.
Yeah.
So I put a little €5 down. I forget how much I would have won. It was something like I think I would have won like 70 or €80 or something if they would have won.
Yeah. Not a
And
bad
then
return
as
for
soon
five.
not at all. As soon as I saw that they went up, I was like, yeah, it's over. There's no way that they're gonna lose to Wolves now at home. Yeah. And then so again, Omar Marmoush used to play for
Yeah.
Frankfurt in the Bundesliga. He scored in the 6th minute. When I saw that pop up, I was like, yeah, it's over. It's over. And then remember last week I was just talking about Semenyo and how he just seems to
Yeah.
like fit in with the team. Like he's been there
He
for I
looks
don't
good.
know, he looks really good.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say that Man City's going to win the league. They're going to challenge for it, obviously, because they're only like 4 points behind Arsenal. But he will be vital to that if they do end up somehow overtaking um, Arsenal. as they're all chasing Liverpool to win the league.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sticking with Liverpool. Yeah,
I don't see it. I don't see it. I
solid.
don't see what you see, but let's hope.
Yeah, but that was a
Manchester
solid.
United. Manchester United. They're gonna win the league. You
We'll
heard it
see.
here. You heard it here on
We'll
Soccerholics
see.
podcast, episode 10. You heard it.
Episode 10.
Uh,
Yeah, not a good game. Not a good game for Wolves, at
for
least. For
for
Wolves.
Wolves, yeah.
And for my bet line. Lost €5. Basically burned it.
I
But it
mean,
is what it is.
that would have been amazing though.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah.
it's probably good I didn't because I probably would have spent it on beer, to be
Of
honest.
course. What
I get
else?
a decent amount of beer with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a quote the other day, but it was like about books. If I ever have any money, I buy books. But it'd be the other
Yeah.
way around. I'd buy beer if I have a penny left. It's going to be.
Yeah. Especially if I'm winning money.
Yeah.
That's free money.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Bundesliga.
Oh yeah.
Bundesliga. I mean,
So
there's things happening. There's things happening here. And I was saying you had a much better weekend than I had.
we
Much
did.
better.
So the only Stuttgart game that I've been to this season was the reverse fixture of this in Stuttgart against Borussia Mönchengladbach. Say that three times fast. It was the 100th
Oh no.
anniversary of the VfB chess ring or the Bruce ring as they call it here. And that guy, Andres Kima,
Yeah.
the one we got from Real Madrid, he scored the game winner in that game. Anyway, he didn't really have much contribution in this game at all, but we were able to go up to Mönchengladbach. We in the beginning started off slow. Lineup was, expected. We had some guys that didn't play in the Champions League that played in this game. Anyway, Jamie Leveling. Um, he's been on a rip. I think he scored probably in like at least four of the last five games in all competitions for us. I think he's trying to cement his spot on the national team. That's why he's just been kind of killing it. He's had some thunder goals this season. He scored
Yeah.
in the 30th minute.
Ooh.
Um, yeah, the game was stressful at that point because Mönchengladbach, breaking up our passes. They had, some decent shots or attempts. I'm not gonna say shots. They had some decent attempts, and then Chris Furich takes a corner. To me, watching at home, it looked like the ball went straight into the goal. And then, of course, they replayed it 97 times, and you see that it went off of Joe Scally's buttocks into the goal. And that's what I was talking about earlier.
Ouch.
Chris Furich should have gotten an assist for that. Yes, he didn't score the goal.
That's what
It
I'm
bounced
talking
off of
about. Yeah.
he should have got it because it was a
That was
beautiful,
one that
beautiful
was
place
one of
to
those moments where that should have been an assist. Is that really an own
hundred
goal?
percent,
You know?
100%. And the guy didn't even see it bounce off of him.
Yeah.
He like put it on his butt. He didn't like, try to do that. And then to seal it, Dennis Undav takes this shot in the 74th minute, scores a goal. The German reporters have been talking a lot of crap about him, saying he's overweight, he's kind of washed up, he might not make the national team.
That's what they
And
say about me.
yeah, that's what they say about me too. Me over here and my kilos that I'm weighing. And he started mocking the press by doing like puppet hands or whatever. But
Yeah.
like I said, he's Stuttgart's leading goal scorer in the league and in all competitions. And we'll see if Germany takes him to the World Cup. But I was super happy with this game. You know, my wife watched this game, and I told her, because I'm a New England Patriots fan, whatever, this is a soccer podcast, but I was like, if I have to choose between the Patriots going to the Super Bowl and VfB Stuttgart winning in the league, I was like, I will take VfB Stuttgart.
Yeah.
100%. But both teams ended up doing it. Patriots playing Super Bowl,
I was
but
gonna say. Plus, you knew that the Patriots were gonna win that game.
I
I did
didn't.
watch. By the way, I ended up
I
watching
did
it
that.
because I was like, yeah, nothing else is on, and the family was doing other stuff, and I'm like, might as well,
Not me.
yeah,
I went to
yeah.
bed not knowing. I had no idea. I'm on Central European time. I
That's
went to
right.
bed
Yeah,
not
yeah. It was
knowing.
good. Yeah,
So,
and football's so long. I mean, this is why I don't watch.
yeah.
Because it's like
Yeah.
5 hours. I mean, it's like with all the commercial, and then they could. It's
It is.
commercials.
That's the bad thing. You
Every
don't get
five
that with footy.
seconds. Yeah.
That's what I love about footy. All the commercials
Until
they're
this
playing
World
on the
Cup.
boards.
Until this World
Yeah.
Cup, they're doing the four
Because
water
they're going to do the
breaks.
water breaks. That's
Yep.
such
You
crap.
think they're not going to
That's
cut
going
the
to piss
commercial?
me
You
off.
think they're not going to cut the
They're,
commercial?
they're definitely going to cut the
Yes, they
commercial.
will.
That's so upsetting. Hold on. We talked about this before. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to jump off of
Do
Bundesliga.
it.
Right now, Stuttgart is sitting in fourth place,
Looking good.
19 games in. We got
Yeah.
3 wins out of 5. We got 2 draws, 3 wins in the last 5. But I put this on the notes. this is not a political show. I don't want to make it a political show
Preach,
whatsoever.
Rob, preach.
But I am pretty upset with everything that's going on and how the World Cup is being affected, right? I remember when we got snubbed and Qatar got the 2022 World Cup. I was so mad that the US didn't get it because of,
Yeah.
bribery and
Yep.
blah blah
Yep.
blah. Now we got it, and because of everything that's going on, there are teams, specifically Germany is saying that I'm assuming they're going to say UEFA, the confederation, the governing body here in Europe, that they want to have talks about banning, or not, excuse me, not banning, boycotting the World Cup
And you mean like physically, not just like on
physically.
TV, but physically not coming
Yes,
in. Yeah.
like not sending a team to represent Germany.
Wow.
Now, you know how upset I would be. Listen, Germany almost didn't qualify because they lost a game early to like Slovakia and blah 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 during qualifying. So they
Yeah.
qualified easily with a game in hand. But if teams like Spain, England, Germany, whoever else, the Netherlands are talking, Denmark are talking about not coming, that is going to be devastating. Now,
Yeah,
I,
absolutely.
I get that there's, all this other crazy
Wait,
stuff going
does that
on.
mean if Brazil wins, there'll be an asterisk over the like the European teams don't and they continue the competition and Brazil wins? That
I
is that an
would
asterisk there?
no, I wouldn't put an asterisk over it. They would get their sixth star, and
Yeah,
that would be good
maybe.
because those teams decided not to show up.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
the reason that they wouldn't want to show up, that's the part that's hurting me as an American the most. This is a game that I love. This is a game that both of us love.
yeah,
And for, political reasons or whatever, the game might be harmed. And I really do not want to see that. I want to see the best players on the best fields, playing against the best teams and the best players.
yeah,
That's what I want to
absolutely.
see.
Yeah,
I want to see them fighting for this piece of freaking gold right here. And it really is upsetting me as an American to think that that might not happen because of politics. And I get it. The stuff that's happening right now is terrible. Um, it really is. I don't want to downplay that at all, but it's like
yeah.
it's really bothering me
Yeah,
because
no, I
this is
mean,
going to spill over
I'm with
into
you
our.
100%. And if you think about also about the atrocities that some of the other countries that have hosted over the years, FIFA has this like uncanny ability, and obviously
There's a lot of money.
there's a
Oh
lot of
yeah.
money involved here
Yep.
to choose a country that there's a lot of controversy around it, whether it's political, and so on. I mean, you can go down the list. Argentina
Yep.
with the dictatorship, and that was happening.
Yep.
They literally people were being disappeared, and then we got a World Cup going on
Yep.
there. Um,
This is true.
so I'll also be mad too if those World Cups when people, despite all those things that were happening, like I mean the sport
That
itself
is
is
true.
it's like despite the things that are happening on Earth, we have all the countries are
Yep.
together and they're playing the beautiful game in a competition,
Yeah.
against
Yep.
each other, and that is like a representation of war, really.
Yeah. No, you're right. It's
I've read a lot of
competition.
soccer books, and really, that's really what it's about. But
Yeah.
also, it's like
Yeah.
these countries come together, and playing a friendly competition,
Yeah.
and it's supposed to be despite all the things that are happening,
Yep.
in the world.
It's like the Olympics, but better because it's only
Yeah,
one sport and the world is watching. And
the entire world.
I don't want like teams to show up. But let's say teams don't boycott, but because of what's going on, too, we got teams
Yeah,
that can come, but some of their support staff and coaches can't come. And I just don't want that to be the legacy of the second World Cup in the US. I really don't. So
the
I'm
only
hoping that
yeah yeah. Sorry, go ahead,
no,
Rob.
I'm hoping that that's not the case. I'm hoping that that's not what happens.
Yeah,
And I hope the teams don't boycott, but I also hope the situation in our country gets better.
yeah.
So,
I don't. Yeah, and obviously, yeah, it would be devastating if teams boycott. But if fans boycott, I wouldn't be too upset with that because maybe tickets will go down and I'll get a seat somewhere.
that's true. I mean, you're
Don't
there.
come here. Do not
You
come
were
here to
there.
watch the World Cup. Okay,
Yep.
I want a
You were
seat. I want your seat
yeah, and you
for a
want the
fraction of
seats
the price.
exactly. Well, it should be like seriously, no joke. There should not be a ticket that's more than $120,
Yeah,
in my personal opinion.
yeah,
There's so many games, there's so many stadiums.
yeah.
No ticket should be more than $120. But that's a
With you.
whole other thing.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
Tingles.
Yep.
Tingles of the week. We got
Tingles.
2 minutes. I'm going to go with. There's a lot of fun Champions League games that are coming up. Manchester City versus Galatasaray. Am I pronouncing that right?
Galatasaray. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, you got it.
I'll be watching that. Obviously, Liverpool versus Qarabag,
Yep.
and then Benfica Real Madrid sounds pretty tasty to me. I would say
The Jose Mourinho Bowl. Yep.
yeah, that's right, the Mourinho Bowl. Popping into the weekend, we've got a lot of fun English Premier League games. Liverpool Newcastle would be it's gonna be very 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 tough. And of course, I'm curious to see how Manchester United versus Fulham going. I'll be watching that.
Yeah.
Quick.
For me, I got Tottenham versus Man City in the Premier League. Let's see. For Europa League is obviously VfB Stuttgart versus Young Boys in Stuttgart this Thursday.
Yeah.
Bundesliga, Hoffenheim versus Union Berlin. Those are two teams that I hate. And then Stuttgart versus Freiburg. But also random league, Paris FC versus Marseille should be a solid game.
That's Paris. Paris will be on fire.
Yep. Thank you guys for listening. Hope your teams win unless they're playing ours.
Episode 10 in the bag. Look at us.
In the bag.
Yeah. I'll see you in episode 11.
And I can't remember the last time I saw something like this.
Oh, just hit my head on the mic there. I'll make sure to cut that out.
Nah, it's all good. I didn't even hear it.
It's recorded. I can see the spike on there.
Yeah.
All right, Rob. I'll see ya.